Guys, if you're in a long distance relationship, you should definitely consider getting a Meta Quest for both you and your partner. I'm going to tell you why. Because I was, my wife and I, we were in a relatively long distance relationship. It was like a 2-hour drive. I'm going to say that's long distance for this, just for the sake of this video. I'm going to say that. It's because I know there's other people that are literally on the other side of the world, and this video is for you guys. This video is for you, because the way that I barely used to see my missus maybe once every other week, and we used to stay in touch through like video calls, FaceTime, that kind of stuff. But before FaceTime was a thing, people used to Skype. Remember Skype? That was like a thing, and people used to literally like have their laptops on their bedside, or MSN Messenger even before that. And I just realised my headset's about to die, so let me just grab my charger. And yeah, like that was all like a thing. But now we live in the world of virtual reality, guys. And my best mate, one of my closest friends, lives an airplane ride away. Doesn't live in this country. And the way that we keep in touch, a lot of the times, and the way we socialize is through VR. Like we jump on the Meta Quest. And the funny thing is, when we meet up in real life, whether he flies down to London, like let's say he flies down to London. This has happened. I'm going to give you the real life example. He flies down, spends money. The weather's crap. Food's expensive. Like, we got to be outdoors. Because if we're inside our homes, like, I know it's kind of boring, right? We end up spending a lot of money to do the same things that we can literally do in our VR headsets. Let me explain. We go to the movies. Bruv, we do this. I'll be sitting in my bed, in my living room, or here in my office. He'll be sitting in wherever he's sitting. We chuck on our headsets. We can jump into each other's virtual environment. I can see my mate right here, like virtually. His virtual avatar, I can see him, like I can high five him. Obviously, I don't get any like physical feedback, like any haptics. But like, except maybe like the controllers might buzz a little bit. Like these controllers might buzz a little bit if I'm like playing certain games. But high five, I don't know. It really, or like let's say I'm sitting and I'm facing. Let's say you're the TV and we're watching a movie. If he's sitting here and he's speaking, the way like the surround sound system thingy-majig works, the audio system works in this headset, it's coming from here and it feels like my man is sitting right here next to me. If he's further away, it feels like he's actually over there further away. If he moves around and he's talking, like the audio, the spatial audio on this is fucking next level, man. Like, we could watch movies together, YouTube, whatever, like we literally watch YouTube videos together. We watch like all these press conferences or of like these tech events, that kind of stuff together in VR. We socialize with other people, play other games. Let's say bowling. We could do bowling together in virtual reality. And we could even travel, bruv. Oh my days, you can even travel together. I'm considering, like, I do want to buy another headset just for my missus. The only thing is I'm a bit like trying to save money because I've got a kid on the way. But if that wasn't the case, I would definitely get a headset. In fact, yeah, when my kid is like 10 years old, I'm going to get another headset, or 13 actually. I'm going to wait till he's 13. I'm going to get another headset for him. But obviously by then, the headset's going to be like glasses. There'll be like the Orion, the Meta Orion that they've got. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you need to Google that shit right now. You need to YouTube that shit right now. Because not right now, but after you watch this video. Because that shit is fucking like so futuristic. That is some next level Matrix, Ready Player One shit, but in a good way, not in a bad way. I'm a huge VR enthusiast. I think this technology is amazing. The fact that, again, I'm telling you from real lived experience, like me and my mate, we travel around, like we can go to Tokyo. He's like shown me other countries that he's been to. Like, for example, he'll show me the hotel that he was staying at in Dubai when he was on his honeymoon. Like we were there virtually. I was looking around. It's kind of like Google Street View. If you go in my other videos on this channel, you can see what I'm on about. And it's phenomenal, man. Like, you can do so much in VR. So when it comes to long distance relationships, like, you should, you know what? You do it, man. And I'm gonna even look online and see if anyone has made a video on this. if there's anyone out there that are in a long distance relationship and they keep in touch through the metaverse, through VR, because that would be pretty sick. I don't think it's, I know some people are like, oh, it's really sad, but I think it's pretty cool personally. The games that you can play together, you can play ping pong, bowling, you can beat each other up, you can box each other up and not go to jail for it. If you have a disagreement, let's settle this in the ring, you know, and you're not violating anything, you know. Like it's a great, you could watch, you can go to a movie theater unlimited amount of times. I love going to the movie theater. I used to have like a pass. I used to live next to a movie theater, and like it was like a 5-minute walk, and I used to have like the membership where I used to pay monthly, I think like 20 quid a month. I used to pay for myself, and then another 20 quid for my missus, and we'll go to the movies and every other day or every week or whatever. And but this is like, you know, you can do it unlimited with whoever you want, your family, friends, your partner. Again, this video is about long distance relationships, right? It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Like the things that you can do on this. I'm looking forward to when, because I think the Mark Zuckerberg, he did an interview. This is gonna bug me now. I'm gonna Google it right now because I've actually got my screen connected to this and I can see. I'm gonna Google who did the interview. Mark Zuckerberg did the interview with. I think it was. Yep, it was Lex Fridman. He did an interview with Lex Fridman. You should watch that. And they basically had like a virtual avatar. They were doing the podcast over the metaverse. They had their virtual headsets on, and they used like some 3D scanning to scan their faces, and it was so crazy. It was so good. The avatars. It was lifelike. It was better than Apple Vision Pro. Way better than Apple Vision Pro. So I really do feel like this is the future. I mean, it's crazy, isn't it? Because when you really think about it, it's going so far. It's not. I don't think it's replacing your physical relationship, but it's definitely replacing your current digital relationship. Because this is the situation. If you're in a long distance relationship, you're in a digital relationship, which is through your phone, video calls, and that's about it. You share memes, you share whatever, you do video calls. That you speak on the phone. But this is not going to replace your actual relationship. This will replace your digital relationship. And it's going to take it to the next level, because now you can really feel like you're there with them. I don't think it's a bad thing. And it's kind of, in a way, kind of scary but exciting how technology right now, and this technology, what this does is it replaces your some senses, which is your sight and your hearing, right? And the only other senses it really needs to replace is your sense of touch and smell and taste. Once they found a way to do that, you are plugged into the matrix, bruv. Like, so we are already like 2/5 of the way there when you think about it. So we're 40% there of being plugged into the matrix when you think about it. Some people might not like that. I think it has massive implications and deep philosophical implications to this, how we're going to be living our lives. I'm personally a techie. I feel like technology is only going to enhance our lives, because now in the metaverse, like yesterday, for example, last night, I was using VR chat and I went into some like random penthouse, and I'm just like looking outside the view, looking at the view, and I'm like, look, I'm pretty much here in a penthouse. I'm experiencing this. You know, there's some other virtual apps like Matterport. Matterport's a really good one. You should try that out. If you don't, just Google Matterport on your headset, and then you can. It's basically like a 360 virtual touring company. They make like VR tours for properties, or like 360 videos and 360 images for properties and spaces. And, you know, I've been in like penthouse suites in Matterport, and I'm looking out and I'm like, this feels like I'm here. In fact, I used to live in like this massive, this luxury development in London, in the city. And I lived in like a nice apartment, but there was the penthouses, and I've been to the penthouses in real life. to check them out. I was potentially gonna rent one of them, and then I went on Matterport and on my headset, and I was like walking around. The development hired Matterport to make like a tour of one of the penthouses, and I was chilling in the penthouse virtually, and I'm like, yo, I was here earlier today in real life, and this is what it's like. This is the real life reality. I can come back and go to this penthouse anytime I like in this headset. I don't need to pay £5,000 a month on rent. I can just go in here every day as much as I like. You know, just sit on here, and then I can be sitting in that living room with that view. I can chuck on a screen like I have now. I've got a virtual screen floating here. I can play YouTube videos, play movies. I can be on the phone to my partner, my friends, whoever. They can be in the same, they can go into Matterport themselves, go to the same spot, go to the same space. They can see the same shit that I'm seeing. And then we can share screens. We can look at the same stuff, and it's crazy. Or we can literally jump into each other's virtual homes already. Like, we have a virtual environment, virtual homes. And I've made videos on this already. You can jump into each other's virtual homes and just hang out. Just talk, kick the shit. You can see their virtual avatar. You can high five them. You can give them a virtual hug. We're living in the Matrix, man. I'm excited. I'm personally excited. Look, I know a lot of you guys are going to think, oh, you're sad. You're so sad. It's so sad. Mate, I'm literally giving an alternative to people that are on FaceTime and WhatsApp video calls to their partners, your Zoom calls. There's a better alternative, man. You can literally play bowling with them. You can literally play shooting games with them. You can travel the fucking world with them, man. You could maybe even go through space with them. I'm sure there's apps out there we can fly through space with them. You could be gorillas and play gorilla tag together, or be in zero gravity and fly around together. And there's so many fucking things you can do in VR. The perfect thing to do if you're in a long distance relationship is just get two of these bad boys. If you don't want to get the MetaQuest 3, which is what I have, which is $500 each, get the 3S, $300 each. And holy shit, it's a fucking bargain, man. It's a bargain. The amount of money you're spending anyway, it's $600 investment, or £600. The amount of money you're spending on this long distance relationship anyway, trust me, it's gonna transform your relationship for the better. I truly believe it. I don't think I've got anything else to say in this video, so I'm gonna cut this video now. Goodbye.